economic calendar in front of us. I'm going to try and keep this short and sweet, so that way we're not lagging here, and I can go ahead and take y'all's request. All right, so first things first is economic data. FOMC members are speaking on Monday, 3 a.m. and 2 o'clock p.m. Obviously, this is typically not something that I'm super concerned about, but CB consumer confidence is on Tuesday, and then again on Wednesday, Thursday, picking up with a little bit more data. But other than that, the week is relatively quiet. I believe the following week, though, we do start to pick up in data big time. So it could be a week where we get a little bit of a lag, and that's all I'm going to really be pulling from that. Now, we're going to take a look at earnings whisper really quick, just get an idea of what earnings we have. I know we have a lot more earnings. Of course, that's the first thing on my... Oh, no arms. Okay. Well, anyway, that's my fucking Twitter landing page. Fucking ridiculous. Carnival, FedEx, those are two stocks I've already written. Come on, dude. Paychex, General Mills, Micron, Levi's. Levi's is not a great earnings trade. I keep having to remind myself of that. Nike, which I actually wouldn't mind looking at Nike's chart. This thing has been getting the shit kicked out of it. And then McCormick, obviously. So Red Hat maybe looked wise. Says Ohio royalty. It literally means nothing to me. I just found it. So, all right. So that's it, right? I'm going to go ahead and just put a stamp on this, right? The reason why I'm doing this is kind of get a general idea. We don't have a lot of earnings. We don't have a lot of data. So hopefully the market is already carrying out its will going into Monday, kind of like it did last week. Last week we had quad witching, which drove, I think, a lot of prices back and forth. We saw a lot of volatility. We'll see if that carries into this week. Now, for my watch list for this week. So I am watching AMD. This is the weekly chart. Now, while I have it in a area of consolidation, the reality is this is a potterbox down below, and we bounced off of cost basis, 24-hour time frame. We have already tracked that. We played this actually last week for a 380% gain right up into the middle mark. So this is basically it, right? People can go and speculate and do whatever they want. But at the end of the day right now, y'all, it is a break over Thursday's high of 166.75, and I'd be really, I'm probably going to slap this trade right up into this 181. So 181. Got it? Everybody got it on AMD. Tesla is on the watch list. It's not something that is triggered, right? Anything below 178, and we're looking at a low down at 168.50, and perhaps maybe even a little bit lower, as we do have a second high, but it is a move over. So we're in a box, and then that's on the 4-hour, and I have a trigger around 188 to potentially take this long. So, okay, now do we kiss? Later on in the stream, we're gonna kiss. All right. All right. Anyway, I'm fucking. Can I just have a normal live stream one day? One day. All right. Anyway, I want to take a Nike. I want to take a Nike before earnings because that's how we speak English around here. I do see a little bit of empty space. I got a Potter box up above us. I'm pretty sure Nike is going to be a trade going into next week with the weekly handle closing the way it did. I could see Nike easily moving to 150 cents and 103. But this thing has been beaten up. It is sitting inside of a pretty wide, and we don't really need to look at this right now, a pretty wide area of range where you have a floor lurking below you, right? So earnings may be one of those situations where it locks us in or breaks us out, right? So top being right there, bottom being right there. Potter box, perfect. Absolutely phenomenal. Beautiful cost basis, 122.71. Punchback right here on earnings 103, and I think we get that break up. And then ultimately what I really want out of this for a long play is to fill this. So if I was to take this long, trigger 1, trigger 2, target 150. Now that's a long fucking ways away. This is December, maybe even a little bit further out. So I do like Nike. I do like Nike going into this week. Now, Google is also another stock that I'm not an all-time highs trader, right? But this thing did pop up into all-time highs. I did take it long. And so I actually took it long twice. Once made about 300%, and then obviously letting that run into a swing. This one is just needing a break over this wick of 180, 185, and I believe 190 is going to be the first target, obviously, but eventually possibly $200 is in the price range. So, all right, now that's about it. Amazon is also another stock I've got on the watch list with a weekly punchback heading to resistance as we speak. I believe we almost tapped it at 189, but Google and Amazon, I think, are one of the bigger cash cows with good. Listen, Google and AMD, when they open up opportunities, are great trades for small accounts. They can change your fucking career. Cornbread, Google just joined. I haven't gotten there. I did brush over it briefly. It is just quite simply needing to stay above 178.76. 4-hour time frame, very, very clear. 177.65 is a possible bounce level there. But I'm looking to build and break. So, all right. If you have requests, I'd be happy to take those. I'm going to try and look at all of them. If I miss yours and you see me charting something else, as you see me getting done with that stock, go ahead and drop yours again. I don't care. Don't spam your shit, but go ahead and drop those requests. The first one I saw here was Mara. I'm going to try and make these quick without giving you half-ass analysis. So right now it is a break below $19 or a candle open. Now you got a wick off of the top here at 21.31. And that would lead you down. I would be aiming for a target temporarily of $17 if you did fall. Now, if you were able to flip it and reverse it, since you are Missy Elliott and you are sitting on support, there's a possibility with that lower time frame empty space right here. If you do bounce, you would want to avoid, I think we're going to go ahead and call it right there. We would want to avoid a 2050 pop. So obviously it's in range. It's probably best to go ahead and let this thing cook outside. So, all right. So I request we go to prom together. Well, that wouldn't work. I'm not going into high schools. I would have to like arrange like a private, you know. But the answer is no, dude. I'm taken, you know. I'm sorry. All right, the game is taking me. Yeah, that's accurate. Okay, so candle flow. Right now, guys, we are looking at a meta, and on the 4-hour, this is a much clearer box. We are sitting at a break point at 493. We must bounce. Absolutely must bounce. We have a downtrend channel here. So I do think there's a possibility to wick down. You got a lot of bounce levels, including one at 490, right? To be aware of 490. But ultimately, if you do close below 492, I do believe that we will be heading back down for a retest, quite simply at 480. So pretty simple on that one. SPY, yeah. So everybody obviously probably look at SPY. Now SPY has an interesting setup in the sense where we do have a 24-hour gap. Now that's rare in the sense where 24-hour charts typically don't give out gaps very easily. So inevitable analysis here, folks. I think this is actually really easy. This is where charts get really, really easy to me, and it doesn't really get complicated. By the way, if you turn your screen sideways and I learn English, your screen will be a little bit bigger. It's compatibility mode. We're super compatible right now. All right, so what you see right there, see that wick? That's the bounce. See this floor right here? That's the floor that you're looking to go and retest / potentially recover. And right now you're in an area of consolidation. This is going to make it difficult, and it's actually really funny because this is exactly, I had a moment with some students where I asked them, we're stuck in between two levels. What do you think is going to happen? They said chop. That's exactly what happened. So the great thing about this setup, can anybody tell me what the great thing is about this setup before I say it? I'm going to go ahead and draw it out. But while I draw it out, what is really great about the candles? What word would we describe or use to describe something like that? Right? It's structured, right? This is structured. What this allows me to do is easily place entries and exits for 545. It's clear. There you go. It's clear, right? Right? Clear. So 545.55. First green candle to my left is 546.90. Simple. Simple. It doesn't need to be complicated. It's simple. It's just like that. Now, we also have empty space. Easy to be filled. So, as of right now, a break outside of 554 and the diagnosis is a retest. My thoughts is if we can go down again and retest, I think we go and easily retest that and possibly even get a little bit further up in there to fill that empty space. So this chart actually looks really, listen, this is where the impatient trader will wonder why he's losing in this range. He'll feel like the market is against him. And then you have somebody who is smart and uses my system, and they're able to definitively, with the 24-hour chart, place, I mean, look at how fucking clean that is. Let's see what it looks like without it. Oh my God. Do you guys see that? That right there should fucking, people say the market is manipulated and they just can't see the same fucking thing. They can't see the same thing. Sorry, I get a little excited about this shit. Look at that. And look at that. That right there should fucking tell you a whole lot. I do see SPY calls. It'll be a day. So this would be a day trade, right? I would love to take a bounce off of 543 for a reclaim of the floor, punch back over 544.75, and a retest of 546. Or I take it outside of that 545.55, and I'm sure there's a lower time frame entry, and I take it up for that retest. So this is, to me, this is about as simple as it gets. This is quite literally, if you fuck up this trade, you just know that you've got more work to do. That you've got to get it to fucking together. But this is a great setup. I like SPY. I very rarely trade SPY just because I like the cues a little bit more. But this is something that I would set an alert on maybe a little bit earlier, kind of dig it in there, right? Set an alert. That's my upside trigger. Take the same thing down at the bottom, right? That's my downside trigger. I have alert right here. Add an alert on that top. That's my bounce trigger. Boom, set up, done, leave alone. I do see upside, so damn, look at this. Okay, so right there, those of you guys in my Discord, right there in this moment, you can say this is clear. If it doesn't look like that, then it's not clear, and it's just maybe not worth your time. All right, keep dropping those requests, guys. That was a good chart. Good chart, good learning moment. What's up, brother? All right, Arab. Is that real? Oh, God. It's a penny pumper. It's a pumper. Pump and dumper. You know what I do love about my system, though, is even on the fucking worst stocks, they still fucking show out. Look at that first green can. Listen. Lick it. Why'd that come out of my mouth? That's fine. We're going to go ahead and shut the stream down. It's been real. Fucking A, dude. I would never make it on public, like, live TV. Anyway, the first green candle to my left on any time frame is the first candle that you retest. So my analysis here is get above 95 cents. All right, Dell was a great trade. Weekly time frame, oof, right? Oof, big time oof, because you made a second high. This could potentially set you up for a channel to the downside. Let's take a look at this. So getting rid of all that mess, right? Now, my typical analysis is we go to that green candle. So it's still possible. Let's go down to the 4 hour where we can see a little bit more clear what's going on here. Now, we had an area of consolidation, that floor right there, and the break point right here. Let's see, your next area of resistance was this red candle. And that's what you're trying to avoid closing under right now. So Monday, And listen, I feel very confident in the 165 target here. If we're able to bounce up and reclaim. Hourly chart looking pretty structured. The only thing that I say you're lacking in this situation is more structure. You want boxes like this. So above 148.24 on Monday, I think you have a good target of 153. This is likely going to develop into, I would assume, a channel like so. It's got a little bit more building left. So good channel. I assume a nice pop up into this area right here, 155.22. Johnny, check your inbox. Yeah, I'll get to that. On TikTok, I'm assuming. How do you start day trading? You think it's hard? It is very hard. It can be easy, but most people are humans. In fact, from what I've found, the majority of people are humans, and if not all of them. And all sorts of greed and emotion. There is a possibility that if somebody came in and in under 5 or 6 months they were okay with having a slow but steady way to make money in the market through swing trading, you could probably easily do that. So I'm literally a robot. See, I knew motherfuckers are like you are out there, dude. All right, so so basically you have to not care about losing. You can't take it personal. You can't take losing personal. Everything is planning, everything is mechanical to me, and so it's abiding by the rules. If you have trouble with discipline, you might have trouble with this. All right, anyway, keep it moving, guys. NVIDIA, I'm sorry, I'm trying to read all these comments. There's a lot of them coming in, but NVIDIA, listen, oh, that one's on the watch list. I don't know why I didn't fucking tell you guys about this one. NVIDIA, listen, now contracts are going to be more expensive on Monday. Hopefully, maybe we don't go straight to this. I'm circling right now. I've got Apple, AMD, and NVIDIA. Obviously, I've got a couple of side stocks here, but listen, this is another day trading setup that is clear. It's not a question. We have the one thing that we love, and that's empty space. Now, people are fucking gonna start beating each other off because of fucking Amazon's valuation, and I've already heard everything. They're debating whether it should be worth this. I don't give a shit. Price pays. I'm focused on price. That's it. So when I look at this hourly chart, I see a 130 break point on the hourly, an empty space right here. This means that price can fluidly, with good volume, move all the way up to reach that 138.80 target, which would be my first target on NVIDIA. Now, on the daily time frame, what's going on here is you can actually see. So again, there's that empty space that I was talking about, but we bounced right off the top of this red candle here to our left. Tops and bottoms of 24-hour candles are going to change your life if you're a trader. Don't use daily. Daily time frame is what everybody uses, and nobody seems to be fucking able to do it. So right there, retest, bounce. I expect that we'll go back up and retest some of the levels that we broke if we're unable to hold this bounce. Otherwise, if you are watching NVIDIA and we do not bounce on Monday or hold that 124, I'm confident that 122.14 will be the next area to take a major bounce. So, all right, what's the next stock here? Keep dropping your request. Riot. Make sure you drop the ticker names. I can't, if you're typing out the actual name, then. All right, so the diagnosis here is not complicated. It just probably means that you're going to have to wait. Top. Right here, 1125. 1125 is your long mark on Riot. Now, I'll throw a little kicker there. There's a potterbox right here. And if you break the 50% mark of this, you will see a new high. And I believe that will break you out. You also have wave-wise. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. I'm going to go ahead and call this 3. So this week, or this Monday, watch for a bounce off of 930. If we are unable to hold, we have had multiple chances to break out of this range, and this is going to be the last one. Otherwise, I'm looking at Amara probably moving down to 865 and all the way down to 830. Do you guys have any channel recommendations? So I have a lot of stuff that'll help you get started. I have a workshop that you can, but if you're brand new, I would kind of take your time, observe, don't move into anything too fast. Listen to what, compare and contrast what people say, because I'm sure there's other influencers you probably have run across. So I was trying to figure out why I had coffee in there. All right. Cool. Yeah, do that. SMCI. Wow, same analysis is fucking riot. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, and underneath us, right? We kind of have a little bit of a bounce right here. We got to dive in deeper. Now everything's a little bit clear. We'll clear the drawings, and now we can kind of see what SMCI is up to. So right now you're avoiding a close underneath 880 on SMCI. This is going to be really, really important. I'm pretty sure I see a bounce here already. Yeah, I definitely see a bounce on SMCI. So I'm going to move down here to the hourly, where this looks almost identical to a couple of other charts I just charted. And you have a retest floor right there. Bam. So I would say either A, we've got one more tap down here at 860, and or $9.14, or basically $9.15 right here on SMCI, and I think we just go up and retest $9.48. Typically on things like this, they're a little bit harder to blow past, so you're going to have to see a considerable amount of volume stepping up here. I think another thing to take into consideration here as well is whether or not we're holding any sort of uptrend. I don't see it yet, so. All right, 24-hour chart. What's the Discord? Discord is in the bio. I tried using the link, it didn't work. My Sunday's been good. Is this your only TikTok page? Yes, this is my only TikTok page. I do have a backup, but none of the other ones. If you see anything else out here, y'all, it is not me. It's not me. I won't message you for any fucking investments. I don't have any copy trading programs. I fucking hate scammers, so... Language, gonna get banned. Good afternoon. I like the Google. I like Google this. I think it happens this week. So Tesla, again, this one is straightforward analysis. We're sitting on cost basis. If you break cost basis, you're guaranteed, well, not guaranteed in this case since we're in range, but more than likely you will see a low down to here, down to 169. At the moment, we're quite simply waiting for a break outside of 188 in order to go and reach up into that 193 and beyond. I just am looking at sideways weekly price action right here, and you can see the amount of wicks that we get off of the top. I mean, that's actually what Monday, or what last week did, was hit that 188.80, excuse me, 188.81, but we are tragically stuck inside of this range right now. So it is quite simply above 188 that I am waiting for a break. So crazy, got a scam page with 10K followers. Yeah, some of those dudes have more followers than me, but they buy their pages. So as long as people don't get scammed, I mean, it's whatever, but that's my only issue with it. TikTok does zero to police that type of shit. All right, let's keep it moving, guys. I'm trying to take as many stocks as I can here for you guys. Weekly time frame, it looks like Roblox is trying to climb up onto this floor. That floor is 35.50, 24-hour time frame. So I would say it's a little bit more difficult than just reclaiming the floor. In fact, the 50% mark of this median that we're currently in right here is that floor. So this is a floor you're trying to reclaim, and is also your cost basis. At the moment, Roblox just needs to break 36.26. That's it. And hopefully a gap up outside of it. Now, that would kind of change the course of Roblox, in my opinion, and potentially allow you a move up into those 40s. I mean, talk about a insane weekly area of consolidation. I'm not touching this motherfucker until it really leaves that. This is just absolute garbage, if you will. And then I think if there is a channel here, I believe the channel's broken. No, it's not. It's actually getting to the very end of this. So I could see an explosive move, maybe to go back up and retest 55 or 54. And then, again, I'm not really bullish on this company. But what am I watching for tomorrow? Google, AMD, NVIDIA, Tesla, the Qs, SPY, Amazon. All right, thoughts on MU, upcoming earnings. MU, all-time highs, fell back in, weekly time frame, tapped off the 50% mark of guys, look, it's 50% of the fucking candle, easy math. Now, that's just all I need to derive. I can also say that on the weekly, 131.86 is the first structure and floor underneath us if we were to progress further underneath that. Now, let's go ahead and go to the 24-hour, where we have another area of consolidation. I'm quite sure that 134.40 is more than likely going to get retested. Now, let's go take a look at something else here. Holding a trend, pretty nice. 4-hour time frame. Yeah, so we actually bounced perfectly right there. But when you bounced, you were really unable to recover anything and immediately fell further. So I think there could be a little bit more price action to the downside. Eventually, after a little bit of sideways action, though, this could set up to be a really awesome trade. 2-hour box. So now, those of you guys in the Discord that know how my system works, taking the potterbox workshop, now you know what to do. 50% mark right here, 145.33, up into that empty space. 153.20 is the first target there. QCOM. Now that has another fucking dollop of a goddamn empty space. Love that. So let's go right here and let's make this shit easy. So don't like that fucking 24-hour close there. There's my floor. Damn. Look at that fucking 20. Look at that shit right there off the median. Ugh. Now, when you bounced, you were really unable to recover anything. So let's go and look at where do we need to recover, what needs to be broken in order to go back up on QCOM. QCOM right now is going to need to break over 216.43, and what you have is actually a really good setup because this right here, listen, people ask me all the time, how do I know that I should hold? Right? How do I know that I should hold my contracts through this move? When you see shit like this, right? So let's say that QCOM comes down again, it maybe even falls further, and then after some time comes back up and breaks that mark, that 216.36, it's going to fucking rip straight up to 228 and to this 227 mark. So eventually, I see QCOM coming back up. Now there's also kind of popping out here. Oh, come on, dude. Come on, man. This is quick math. Yeah. So just fucking wait. It's manipulated bad. And yeah, if we should all short G-Wave, yeah, that's not going to work, brother. Let's make money. Let's take money away from the market, not fucking try and give it back. I would not short that, brother. There's 1,000 other things I would short before I short Pepsi. I fucking hate Pepsi. All right, Meta. Meta, I already did this one, so I'm going to really quickly brush over it because this analysis here is really, really simple. Right now, I am looking for a break back over or a climb back on top of 512. Currently, we have a box right here, so a break over that 505 and a bounce off of the current structure that we're sitting on. Otherwise, there's a potential short underneath 492 all the way down to the bottom of this green candle here at 483.50 and a retest of 480.93. So, explain QCOM again. So not everything has a play, but right now we are bouncing off of cost basis. We're going to need to recover back up above the top of this red candle. That's 215.50, psychological number, right? And that's also right here. Look. See the top of this little area of consolidation opening up outside of that 215, targeting all of that empty space. This is a huge move. Set my alerts, set my fucking alerts, drag this over, set another alert. I'm going to set that alert right here at 220 because that might be a retest level. That would be one of the only targets other than that. So there would be a target here at 224 and then obviously 227. Good chart. Affirm. Oh my God, the fucking bane of my goddamn existence, dude. I very much don't like this stock anymore. It used to be one of my favorite stocks to trade, but that's when it moved like this. And I did take and make a absolute metric ton of money on this, but now it is even hard to take down as it is hard to take up. I'm not sure what price action lagging like this is. I'd be curious to even kind of dig into some quantitative data. But this one at the moment is carrying this crazy looking fucking downtrend, sitting on this floor. So below 28.50, hopefully we can see a leg down. I say fuck that channel, and I'd be looking to take it down to 24. But that's such a short distance right now. There would also be a 27.11. So as of right now, the first immediate target below your 28.50 is right here at 27.10. You can see the tap and the candle open on it. So can you look at SPY? Listen to your last put and made so much money. Much respect. Yeah, make sure you hop in the Discord. I post stuff in the free chat sometimes. Walmart. It's at all-time highs, man. So the only thing I can really do, this is the only place that I'll obviously tell everybody every single week. If it's at all-time highs, I don't have any structure to go off of other than what's below me. So right now I can tell you stay above 67.41 and very much stay above 66.65. If you don't, I think it'd be pretty easy to see a leg down. But otherwise, the channel that I currently have on Walmart says that $70.50 is the target to the upside. So snow. Now, I like snow, and I have a lot of alerts set on this one. This is just one I have to be patient on. So step one right here, and that one already has its alert set. The alert is 131. Now, we're bouncing off of this floor. I think this is probably something to look at going into this week, right? And let's go ahead and let's just erase everything, right? Wow, fuck that. I don't want to draw it back over again. So never mind. I lied. We're going to go ahead and move that up. We're going to move this down ever so slightly. Welcome, Wyatt. I just see somebody just signed up for our Discord. Please, you guys are currently hearing me at the beginning of losing my voice. It just happened like 5 or 6 minutes ago. I don't know if you guys caught that. I just noticed my voice doing that too. Or I'm becoming a man. Life is weathering me. All right. Oil crude. Yes, it is. Yeah, if you do join the Discord, please DM me a quick rundown of why you're there, what you're looking to accomplish, and just kind of a general background on what you're doing. Okay? I just signed up. Will learn, but what happens daily? Oh God, no, just kidding. So typically on a daily basis, I day trade, or I'll tell you what I'm doing at the beginning of the day, what I'm looking at. The goal isn't to give signals, right? Now, inevitably, if you learn my system, you can look at almost everything that I do and it'll make sense, and you could take that trade with me. That's fine. But the end result is not to create a customer, somebody who needs me to keep repeating to them and feeding them for the rest of their life. This is something that you can learn, and I hate the whole like learn and earn, because most of the time when you're learning, you're fucking gurning, you're not feeling great because it's up and down. You're going to be going through it. Obviously, use good risk when you're coming into this. You're going to learn. Embrace that you're going to be learning. Don't try and rush the process, and talk to me. If you come into my Discord and you do not speak to me, I would recommend with all due respect for you to go ahead and leave. Not because I don't want you there, but because you're not going to be benefiting if you're, unless you're somebody who's really good at being quiet and absorbing what you need to absorb. By the way, I just found this channel on Snow. That's cool. Ask questions, please. Hands down, Potter's the best. I've been through all the others. Get him has been through a lot of the dudes. All right, Chewy. I thought I did Chewy. Did I not do Chewy? I didn't do Chewy. All right, so let's do a weekly chart, and let's establish what's happening on the weekly and what our goals are. So as of right now, the first red candle to our left, 2477, has been broken across, so that is going to serve as a retest level. And then directly up above it, we've got a floor, and that is $30.85. Separating the two is empty space. This is exactly what we highlight when we're looking for our trades going to the upside, if you guys remember correctly, right? So then we move to our 24-hour chart. Now we can kind of dive in, how are we going to get there? So we can now see, what are we pulled back, right? What do we bounce off of? Now we bounced off of and are trying to hold our shit together right here. That's that higher time frame, $25, you're bouncing off of it. Underneath that, right? Now things change ever so slightly. We have a box, right? Nice area of consolidation that has yet to be retested. So I would be looking for a maybe tiny tap off of $24, and hopefully, so this is what I say hopefully, what I would like to see is a box form here, like so, and it would look something like this. Come down. The whole concept behind if you're new here, all right, you could take this and run with it. You don't need me anymore. Some people have done this. Build a box. I just give this shit away for free. Build a box just like you see here. If you lose the floor of that box, right, and you fall underneath the bottom, now we don't have any green candles here, but typically there would be a green candle like that, right? If you lose that and then you pull back, so let's just, instead of showing you here, so look at this box right here. If we were to pull back, bounce, and then pop back up, if you break the 50% mark of any box, candle close, you will see a new high. So the goal would be for us to pull back, bounce, punch through this 50% mark, and go ahead and head to $30. Do you do the 2-minute EOW like that Coast guy in American Dream? No, I don't. So I'm not trying to mislead you. First of all, that guy is going to absolutely charge the fuck out of you. He's going to try and drain you of all of your money. Hold on. Feel free to scoot them down if you'd like. I'm streaming. I'll get them soon. They should be. My chickens are escaping my yard right now, so my neighbor's like texting me. They're like, I don't know if the 2 chickens are supposed to be here. All right, so anyway, no. My whole goal here, right, is A, not to lead you guys into scalping. Okay? The easiest way to get customers in this game is to show them quick gains. If you have a lot of liquidity, you can get into a trade for 3 minutes, make 18 grand, and tell everybody you're a fucking hero. But to be able to do this in a way that's consistent, because scalpers, if not, make up the majority of people who lose the most money. So with that being said, I teach people to look from the top, because the highest time frame will yield the highest return, right? So for example, one of the plays that you could see right here in front of you is a box. That box's range is broken. We love consolidation. We target boxes up above. There are none. So we would just use the top of this red candle here, and that would be one of our first targets on Chewy. I'm looking for weekly and daily moves, and I day trade those. And that way, I mean, I don't want to pull up the Discord right now, but if you guys go in the Discord and you look at the gains page, 100% is like just a trim point. It's just where we trim. So I try to send you a text. Add me as a friend. Once you see the first box, you start seeing them everywhere. That is, yeah, I have people literally being like, there's boxes everywhere. On your chart for Chewy, on the left it crosses, but it doesn't make a new high. Why is that? Where was that? On the left? On the 24-hour? It does. Which one? On your chart, send me that. Send me a screenshot of that in the Discord, and I'll this box. Wellness. I'm not doing any trials or anything like that. Yeah, just send me a request if you guys have any fucking questions. I'll just accept your request right now. That way you know who I am. You know, not to message the wrong guy. I don't know why I'm adding that person. Okay, there we go. All right, you're good. Message request. Yeah, go ahead and send me a message if you need to. Yeah, triangles and boxes. Red triangles. I just typed in what the fuck. Damn, dude. That was an impulsive thing. No EMA flow. No indicators. Guys, I'm able to do everything that I do without any indicators at all. None. Okay, so Wells Fargo, and I discussed this already, it has a weekly box. Weekly boxes trump 24-hour boxes, and right now it's trying to hold that weekly 50% mark. So underneath 57.15 weekly push, I see us moving down. Right now, I see Wells Fargo going up to test 59.81 as of right now. This thing also has a pretty relatively strong uptrend and a fuck ton of empty space down below it, which is just inevitably trying to keep from falling in there. Sorry, my G, I didn't know. Didn't know what. Draw and message, that's it. Dude, why don't you paste your trades? I paid 120s. Can I get a refund? Wyatt, let me ask you a question. Why do you buy subscriptions to things without understanding what you're buying? This is one of the reasons that I don't have a fucking refund policy. It's obvious, it's all good, but, and I'll just give you a refund, but I clearly, and in every single live, have reiterated that my goal here is not to have you be a fucking customer and to pay me forever. My goal is for you to, and I say that, right, and it sounds like a good pitch, but you can go into my Discord and you can look at people who aren't paying me a fucking dime, who are making money and they're on their own, and they'd fucking beat your guru in a trading contest. So I don't post my trades. I trade live. I need people to understand why I'm doing what I'm doing. And therefore, at that point, they can follow me there. But good people, you get to this point, and tell me if I'm right here, those of you who are trading. You start out trading, right, and you join a group. That group does call-outs. You take a couple call-outs, and everything's going great. You're making money. You're like, holy fuck, this guy's amazing. And then you start educating yourself. And then maybe they miss one call. And it all fucking goes down the drain. And then you end up going on this downhill spiral that you can't fucking get out of, right? Because as soon as you start learning, you start collecting information that becomes a variable in your trading system, right? You don't need to, if you're a signal taker, that's it. Just take signals. Don't learn anything. And that's one of the most dishonest things that people do out here is like, just give them signals. Say that. You're correct, buddy. I started this in Wyatt, absolute dude, and hit me up and ask questions, man. This is going to be a really good learning opportunity if this is what you want to do. But I have seen the result of me calling out signals. So anyway, go ahead and drop your request, guys. Let's go. I'm done cooking. All right, dinner's over. So if you do need a refund, man, you let me know, man. I'm more than happy to make that happen. But what the fuck am I listening to right now? Oh, that's an ad. On the YouTube Music app. Much better. All right. All right. What are my thoughts on Broadcom? We'll take a look at that one. Let me. I think dude's been asking for Disney. I do trade options, yes, but I adamantly dislike that human being, and I think he's a terrible person. I think he portrays a good person. He does things like thanking our troops and our veterans, but that's literally just a ploy to fucking reel more people in. Yeah, I'm done. You guys get me started here. Shucks. All right, so anyway, Disney actually has a fucking really good setup, and those of you guys in the Discord, you guys can probably see what I'm cooking right now. Now, you are dead slap center. Check this out. Split this space in half. You are literally, this is actually kind of cool. You're at the 50% mark in balance building a box. At the imbalance, using that imbalance as cost basis. If you don't know what that is, that's fine. It's just an area of consolidation. The 50% mark, I call it cost basis, is of any area of consolidation is going to be called cost basis. Now for me, I'm seeing Disney slip out and seeing Disney pop back up above. So I say Disney 102, I'm writing this down. This is small account fucking, I could flip $100 into fucking 1,000 on this trade if this works out. Small box. So you'll have a couple of price targets here. Outside of 104. So here's my thoughts right now. I see an entry right there, right? And we'll look down on the low. So by the way, once we come to a solid conclusion on the 24-hour time frame, we're going to move down, right? What the fuck? Right, so we're gonna go ahead and look at it as we move down. But first off, coming to a solid conclusion here, I see this 50% red candle here getting broken, and I see a move up to 104. Second target 105. Third target 107, and if 107 breaks, easy target of 110. So, yeah, you guys can ask my members. What's up, Ivy? All right, so let's look at bros. Let's check out our bros. Now, I like bros, and I actually am looking to possibly place an investment. I'm looking to pull some money out of ELF. A little bit, not a lot. I have been an ELF since the 80s. Not like 1980s, but like since the price is right around $83 was where I bought ELF. So my average is down here. And so I'm looking to take some of those gains because I've made a lot of money on this and move it in. And I do like bros. It's actually one of my top stocks, kind of like picking up where maybe Starbucks left off. Anyway, weekly time frame, and this is, it doesn't matter if I like it, right? Liking a company is a great way to lose money. Companies don't like you. I don't give a fuck about the company, although the coffee's kind of cool. The whole business concept is cool, but what I'm looking at right now is a overhead resistance of $38 or $39 whole. So why am I placing that there? I'm placing that there because of points of contact. Points of contact just means that that price has repeatedly been hit. So let's take a look at it here, 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 there, right? And then obviously here. So now we know why we are not breaking. Now there's a wick. The wicks come off of the same exact, well, not quite, but almost, around 41.26. So we can go ahead and conclude that is one of our major fights. Now, channel-wise, that's one of the things that's happening now, is we are currently at resistance. Now, I want to take a look at the monthly, which I don't typically do, but I want to look at this. Okay, so on the monthly, it does look like you are trying to break outside of this, and the first target on the monthly to the upside would be 48.60 in this area of consolidation here to your left. So 47.50, 48.60 would be the first targets there, but moving down to the 24-hour, I think I would be focused here pretty much right there of a 41.21, and I'd be looking to take this right up into 43 and $45 even. Beautiful. I really like that. Go ahead and set our alerts. I'm going to bring this down to 40.40. Oh, I already got an alert set. Cool. Oh, you didn't hit a nerve, man. This is just something that I'm passionate about. So when I say to people that I'm here to create independent traders, like I show up every day, even if I don't trade. I'm constantly fucking coaching people. Like I'm constantly fucking reminding people of the rules while I'm trading. I'm, reminding people to take deep breaths. I mean, we're in this shit. So, and yes, ask me questions, DM me. Not enough people actually DM me questions. It's more or less like, how do I join? And then I never hear from them again. So, DB, Dash Bros. Oh, are they really? Nice. Where are you at? What? You don't have to tell me where you live. I don't even know that. But Evan Shanhan, are you a real person? Okay, you look like a real person. That's just one of those names that come up, and it's like you see like it'd be like Ray Richards, and then they'll comment like join this trading group like 1,000 times. All right, Kava. Now, listen, I see a lot of people having some serious, like, fucking, I mean, people are really liking this stock, but I actually technically think it's actually really good too. Channel-wise, we have some really clean confluences here. I see 105 as a target. So most questions don't let you ask questions in DMs, rarely answer in regular chat. Yeah, that's the general gist that I'm getting. That's not how this goes. Not in my Discord. Stand on business. My name is kind of important to me. So, all right, AVGO. I'm trying to make sure that I get to everybody. Oh my god. Oh my god. This needs some milk. Damn. So this old channel, interestingly enough, it seems like we've just come back and bounced off of it. I see a bounce. Now, ask me why do I see a bounce now? We did move underneath the only structure that we have. We gave a little bit of a pop-up, and now we're inside of this. And that is called empty space. I know there's a gap there from earnings. I don't call them gaps, right? Most of the gaps that people see are not actually real gaps, but regardless, this is just empty space to me. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to split that empty space in half. Now, kind of want to give it the whole candle, so I'm going to go ahead and say 16. So 1600 would be the first bounce level underneath that mark. Why is my hat tilted a little bit to the side? I got a crooked head. But the reason that I like this chart so much is because of the way it fell. And if you're in my Discord, you know one of the things that I talk about, and one of the reasons a lot of people don't make stupid trades is because they have learned that when things move very quickly to the downside, a lot of the times it's never worth chasing because it's always worth waiting to find that bounce level. Now, one thing I do see is this one wick at 1652. Do you see that? And that's where we're kind of holding up. So I think what really is needed here, folks, this is easy. This is fucking easy money right here. Here's another really good stock. I know the contracts are pretty expensive. So we're going to take a look at it that way. And then we're going to take a look at it this way. I don't like that as much, although it does line up really well. Now, the first thing that we're going to do when we're playing up is we're going to look at the first structure to our left. Right, and the first structure to our left tells me that $1,700 is going to be the first area that we're going to want to recover and hold on to. Second target following that is going to be this bottom candle at 1692.88, and this tiny little candle here is actually going to represent whether or not that bounce is a retest or if it's going to allow for us to go and start making some serious fucking cash. And all you have to do is set your alerts on this if it doesn't work out this time, because this money, that money, even this money. I've been waiting on Dash for a minute. Have I looked at Siri yet? No, I haven't. I feel like this is some fucking fire analysis, guys. I feel like the market's kind of clear this week. I'm feeling really good about some of the structure here. It doesn't mean that this week's gonna promise anything. Well, I'm on the fucking hourly. Now, first of all, I can tell by lower time frame that this thing is very barcodey. I actually said this a couple of weeks ago. Siri has a floor. That floor is $3. That floor got retested, and it actually, if you go and fucking be a nitpick this shit and go look at the first green candle wick to your left, right there, bounce, 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 bounce. That's exactly what you wick off of, and then you get pulled back underneath the triple wicks, and that's 295, and so that'll be actually the point in which it breaks back up again. And so as of right now, that is your current resistance followed by that $3 mark. Now, if you are able to punch over, and this is where Siri would actually take on the form of a real squeeze is a punch through this box at $3.15 and a break of 336, and you'd rip all the, I mean, you'd rip up straight up into the signals up above. So keep dropping those requests, guys. I'm trying GBL, JBL, Jabil. 24-hour time frame, not super clear already. Right when I look at it, I'm like, okay, not super clear, but now I have it. Now I've got clarity. So let's break this down. Boom, box, perfect. Boom, box, bam, box. Channel, maybe. I think maybe we could. Let's go ahead and from the top make it drop. That's some bearish ass stock. Okay, so man, I don't like that at all. Hold on 1 second. I'm not going to stretch that. So, all right. So right now, 108.21, and obviously a break of 102 are the first targets right here. You got a major rejection off of 129, which is kind of like the mass. It's actually right around that mass there. But regardless, you got a second wick here. So I would be looking for a push underneath 1190 into that cost basis. And if that cost basis breaks, I'd be aiming towards like $88 or $90. That's a red ass candle. Yes, sir. That's the type of shit that makes me want to join. What are you talking about? What I do? All right. Pfizer. On the weekly time frame, this one's saying more time. Obviously, there's maybe news or something that could be a variable here. But I think you have some straightforward analysis in the sense that $29 is the break point here. This is your floor. Your floor is $25.80, and you're just kind of moving around in between the two. You've got empty space all the way to $25.60 underneath, where you'll have a little Potter box by itself down there, and that would be your downside trigger. So its cost basis is that floor, so 25.87. Those are for sure signals. Would be the first target there to the downside for me. I also see a, and I'm sure somebody's going to say bear bull flag or some shit, but I also see a channel there, and I think this would allow for a potential break up. So $29 break, and maybe we get outside of this area of consolidation. So I don't like this as much, not as much empty space. Now that looks good. Now that looks fucking good. Now I like that shit. I can rock with that shit. I can make money on that. I mean, I almost feel like those of you guys in the Discord could probably tell me exactly why this fucking looks beautiful. By the way, everything on the website right now is 25% off. So I see a break of 46.75. Right now, we're going to attempt a I mean, you close directly up against 45.90, right? Empty space. Yep, you guys got it. You got it, right? Punch back 40. Listen. Drop that line there. Add an alert, and now we know. Punch back target $49.75. Easy money right there. Oracle. This one's probably going to be easier done here, where I can show you that. Watch for a bounce off of 139.50. You don't have a lot of empty space underneath you, so I could see this actually punching down. So a punch down below 139.50, and you would be aiming down to this hourly box right here. At the same time, watch for a bounce off of 139.34 next week. If that fails, then yes, that structure underneath would be there. The channel on the Discord for recorded punchbacks has been helpful as fuck. Yeah, keep posting in there. By the way, thank you for the gifts. I just saw those. Affirm looks like trash, brother. Either that thing explodes into outer space, or I don't know what the fuck is happening with that thing, but it is so fucking heavily accumulated. It's dragging down. So love. That's another really simple form of an motherfucker. Goddamn, living in the South here. This is another really simple form of analysis. As of right now, you are in a box. That box is ranging between 2785, which is going to be your downside mark, and the top at 2881. 2881, that'll give you a pop probably, yeah, 2966 would be your immediate target there. And I see a channel forming. That is fucking easy analysis right there. Kindergarten analysis right there, baby. So 2880 break, move up into that 2960, and I think you could be making a move. Oh, mic check? Mic check? Wait, you don't have any sound? JB. I did JBL, bro. I thought I did. Didn't I? Oh, did I skip it? Oh, I must have skipped it. 24-hour time frame, homie. You gotta make. Yeah, no, I didn't skip it. You also have a potential downtrend here. Yeah, you definitely do have a downtrend. So it looks like 101.72. CCL, or yeah, CCL is actually in a massive area. It probably doesn't look that way, but it's in a big area of consolidation. I'm not typically like an earnings head on these type of stocks. Let's see. Yeah, very rarely do they give good moves. Very rarely. In fact, I'm seeing never. Here you get a move from $9 to $7. Just doesn't seem like it's worth my time. But you are in a major downtrend. This could be an exception. And you are heavily accumulated. So as of right now, I mean, the analysis again on this is it's just fucking trash until something fucking breaks. So for right now, I mean, yeah, I'd say 1741 earnings target, maybe 1916 the day after. Did I say BBL? I did. I did Mara. This is all being recorded, by the way. This is being recorded. I have an hour and 2 minutes of recordings here. So if I missed it, I'll let you know. It is on there. I did that one already. Docu. Chris and Me Joy Explorers. All right, brother. Hold on 1 second. I'll take a look at that. DBI. No, you're okay, dude. DocuSign, major, I mean like weekly time frame, major area of consolidation, but on a lower time frame, it's like you're bouncing off that median. Now on the 24-hour time frame, this is going to change ever so slightly. We're going to go ahead and box this up. And so that means that right now you're looking at a retest of $55.55. If you punch over 58.16, I have a strong feeling that you will be looking at a nice move to the upside over this punchback of 62.71 on Docu. But I will also say you're in an insane area of consolidation. And this floor, tap, 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 will tap another fucking 1, 2, 3, 4. We're at 2 taps. So just be mindful of that. And I don't see, until you get here, it doesn't have a lot of empty space. So. All right, DBI, design brands. Ew. Why is this so yucky? Ugh. All right, let me give it that. Yo, by the way, in 10 minutes, Jorge will be live in the Discord for the group to start going over. Coco, quit messing with my lighting, dog. To go over a couple of tickers this week. If you guys want to get better, this is one of the only groups out here, guys, that has a user-led group where you all discuss the same strategy. So Jorge will be on in the Discord. If you guys are a member, you can take part in that, and you can talk. You can literally talk to the other people who are in there. So, oh God, I almost died. How do I join the Discord? I'm sorry, I just got here. There's a link in my bio. You can shoot me a DM, Marzel. Yeah, you can hop in the Discord. Shoot me a DM on any platform, and I'll get back to you. But just add me as a friend on Discord, and I'll get with you. My username on Discord is Potter Stocks. Literally, I'm the only Potter Stocks on here. So. Marcel, you said, I've been addicted to learning to trade the past couple weeks. I listen to different I'm not here to learn and copy. I want to take what you teach and apply it to my own trading style. I understand how to look at a graph incredibly important, but I want to be able to read. Yeah, awesome. Well, then this is going to be the right space for you, dude. I will say, yeah, just shoot me a DM somewhere and I'll get you a link. If you're starting, I went ahead and put the potterbox workshop back up. It's $250, and compared to what the one maybe later in this year, it's not that much. It also comes with a month in the Discord, so it'll give you everything that you need. You don't even have to use that month right off the bat. There's 3 separate classes that I held in 3 separate times that you will have access to forever. You will never have to pay for it again. I will never charge you again for it. You will always have access to these Google files as long as the internet exists. So I do have a 25% discount for everything, including the monthly right now. So you guys can, all of that is inside the Discord and the announcement channel. All right. Anyway, let's keep it moving, guys. Any last requests here? I'm going to go ahead and hop off here before our boy Jorge gets on and breaks it down for you. All right, so let's do PayPal. I didn't do Neo already, so monthly PayPal trash, 24-hour time or weekly time frame. I don't know what I'm listening to. Yeah. Yo, that looks like trash. Sheesh, see, that looks fucking crazy. So on the 24-hour time frame, this is, and I gotta get rid of everything and just break it down real simply, right? Here's your floor. You tapped that floor on a massive box. I mean a fucking massive box. 6085 is recovery. 4 hours shows that this is going to get ripped through. It's all empty space. So either sellers step up off of this floor and yank it back down, or this and that. We'll see a leg down, drop, and then a pop back. I told you yes. I can? No, I'll help you. I'll help you with the tattoo, all right? But you don't need to. You don't need to be using. Here, come here. Come here. Come here. Let me see the princess tattoos. Oh. Go get them. Yep. Hurry up. So if I buy the workshop now, I can wait for the Discord. Yes. Sorry, I got kids. Stay back. Stay back. All the way back. Okay. All right. I'm gonna cut these out for you. Over there. You stay there. Which one do you want?
I
baby. I'm telling you.
I want the
that one.
That one.
That one.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Sorry, guys. Hold on. I can never find the recordings. I know you say they're on YouTube, but I can never find them. Sometimes the recordings from TikTok's recording system do not work very well, and the files like end up being like corrupt. So, all right, remember, wet towel. Okay. Tattoos for the kids. You know how it is. All right, go.
And it's Sophia.
Sophia the first. You also need to go put some clothes on, child. Thank you. Coach took all my money. I don't know if you're joking or not, but that shit actually makes me really sad, dude. I'm sorry to hear that. I can never find the recordings. I know you say they're, you're talking about, okay, sorry, I just reread that. I thought you meant something else. I am about to end the recordings. I promise, I pinky promise, I'm going to upload them. Upload video. Oh, I'm not signed in. Okay, never mind. I'll do it in a minute. Coach disrupted my account as well. See, if you guys signed up on wap.com, you got to go put a review and give the most. I think the fucking best thing that you can do as a fellow human is tell everybody else about your authentic experience. And I'm privy to the same shit. Do the same shit to me, but I stand on my fucking business. They could do that all they want. And I encourage people to do that. But that man right there, people need to be fucking warned because I think he's a bad person. Good, nice. Let's add up your whole arm. All right. I'll upload that in a minute. So I've almost got all my losses back with Potter. Slow and steady was the race. Hell yeah, dude. Hopefully you're pulling some of that cash out. So Lowe's. That is going to be a 24-hour punchback that you're going to be attempting to do. There's actually 2 boxes. 230 broken should give you a break of 233.71, and then you'll have, it's actually stacked, but there is empty space up above you. I think this goes. I think Lowe's needs to be written down. I might have to do long term. I'm going to write Lowe's long, and that's going to be like December or January options, I think. But that one looks really good. And then maybe, just maybe, American Dream Trading Coach. Oh yeah, coach from American Dream Trading. Just a bad person, man. Just a really bad person. And I don't say that just because I hate other fucking traders. A lot of other traders are just annoying, or some traders are, it is what it is. They just use different shit that I don't agree with, but he's a bad person. I have seen the Stockfather. He's a funny dude. I'm not like, I don't watch or like pay into anything that he does, but when I see him, I think it's funny. He likes to yell, so. All right. Not only that, but with Potter's system, I know when and why I'm messing up and set myself up for longer term success. That's right. Damn, coach robbed me, all for saying it wasn't working for me, and he kicked me, lost $4,500. Coach seemed way too douchey for me to deal with. Well, if you have to call somebody a specific name and praise him only, that's weird. All right, it is 2 minutes until
I see it.
I show up almost. Yes.
I see it.
Okay, you can go ahead and pull it off. It's ready. Your tattoo. Look at your tattoo.
Oh.
Here, I'll cut out another one really quick. Okay. Daddy's about to hop off. Okay, you want the unicorn one?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I want it on there too.
There you go. Peel the plastic off of that, all right? I love you. Please put some clothes on, dude. These fucking kids, dude, running around like wild people. All right, we're going to do one last one. I think, Bobby, you've been fucking asking for Pepsi here for like an hour. My bad. So you did move into that empty space. It looks like you just barely grazed that wick. I could see some more upside. I actually called this one out. And so one of my students who listens better than I do to my own trades, Tibbles, she actually fucking took that for 300%. But I do see Pepsi, if we're able to go and break above Friday's high, I do see a move up to 169. And then I'm looking for a break up into 172.50. There's empty space right here, and I want that. Wow, that was fat. Baby, you gotta leave the tattoo on even longer. That was too short. That's why it's not as colorful. That's okay. That's all right. I'm ready to get back in with Potter. Potter teaches how to trade. Well worth it. I finally found a home. Been here for 3 months. Oh, fuck yeah. Your daughter's like that too. Yeah. I'm ready. So if you're trying to get in with me, as much as I wish that you guys could be directly in there with me immediately, potterbox, the potterbox workshop. You'll have those recordings forever. You'll have access to all that information forever. And I think from there, that'll be a really good place for you to start. If you do join the Discord, guys, please be sure to leave all of that shit behind you. All right. Give me a chance to teach you my way. And if you don't like it, you can always change it. But I have a system. I have something that works. It repeats itself. It blows all of our minds constantly every single week, but it's something that works. And it's something that you are the only variable at that point. So yeah, if you're interested, shoot me a DM on Discord, TikTok, whatever it is, ask for the link for the Discord and we'll get you in. Obviously if you have $50 to your name, don't fucking try and like scratch together money to fucking pay for my shit. If anything, keep tuning in, save up your cash. You probably learn just by watching these. So, all right, I'm going to go ahead and go. That's it for the recording. Thank you for those of you guys who are watching later on. Appreciate you guys. I'll catch you guys in the next video.